Thanks for tuning in. This is Sweet Cyclist. Today we're going to be reviewing the Planet Bike Spok USB light set. So here we have the new and updated Spok USB lights from Planet Bike. These have been updated to have USB rechargeability and additional power output. We want to thank Planet Bike for providing these lights for review. As with all the Planet Bike's packaging, they do a really great job in making sure the lights themselves are really prominently displayed and there's no environmental waste. So as you can see, there's no additional packaging or plastic to be seen. You have a very simple cardboard box with a really visually engaging design. On the back, you'll find all the specifications here, and everything's FL1 tested. So the lumen outputs are something you can actually trust. Now while I remove it from the packaging, let's review some of the specifications. The retail price on this is $40. You can also buy each light individually at $22, so you do save a little money by buying it as a set. Each of the lights have a 270 milliamp lithium polymer battery with micro USB rechargeability. The front light is rated up to 20 lumens, while the rear light is rated up to 5 lumens. And both of the lights have steady mode, courtesy mode, as well as their signature Superflash. And these are designed to be B-scene lights, not 2C. So they're lower powered, but really designed to be engaging and improve your safety. Run times are also really generous. Lowest end is 4 hours or 5 hours, depending on the light, using steady mode, and at or exceeding 24 hours using Superflash mode. So in terms of packaging, you get the basic cardboard, you get the user manual, you get the micro USB charger cable, and we get the two lights. Both lights have a basic rubber mount that match each other, except for the outer housing colors and the different power outputs of the lights themselves. Now let's take a look at the weight of the Spok lights. So the headlight comes in at 24 grams, while the taillight comes in at the same 24 grams. So now let's take a closer look at the fit and finish of the Spok lights from Planet Bike. Let's start with the headlight. So both of them share a very unique form factor with the LED mounted in the front. They both are all plastic with a rubber button on top. If we look on top, you can see the button is very large and easy to use. To cycle through the modes, you simply click. A long press doesn't do anything here. So there's no memory mode here, as you can't turn it off in any mode except cycling back to off. They all have 3 modes as well. So we have the steady mode, which is just constant. We have Superflash, which is pretty erratic. And then we have courtesy mode, which is probably one of my favorites. And that simply ramps it up and down with a pulsating effect. So it's a great way to draw attention without annoying people. And as we saw, these are really lightweight. The housing here for the headlight is opaque plastic, so white on top, black on the bottom. On the rear, you have the micro USB port for easy charging. And mounting, again, super simple. You just position it as you wish, and then just drop it through the post. So you just push it all the way through, and then there you go. Now, one criticism I have about this is the mount is rather short. They don't provide a longer mount. So I'm not quite sure how you'd mount this to, say, a helmet. At least my helmet, I don't have enough space to wrap it all the way around. However, you can easily mount it to your fork, your seat stay, your handlebar, even your backpack or any other strap you have. The taillight is pretty similar in design. Now, if we put them side by side, you can see almost the same, except with the taillight, you get a transparent upper body. And this means it has a little more side visibility when it's illuminated. Otherwise, same controls, same 3 modes. You have the USB port on back and the exact same mounting. And again, super light. The taillight is 5 lumens while the headlight is 20. All right, so now let's install the front light. So with the flexible mounting, you can see I have fairly good amount of stretch. I can easily put this on my fork. So we'll do that right now. You really have to kind of pull this. All right, so now that that's on, You can see it's actually rotatable too. So depending on how you put it on, you can put it vertically, you can put it backwards, put it forward. I think it's a nice way to add a little visibility, especially in the Superflash mode. You get pretty good battery life and just enough illumination to get extra visibility. They're not very bright though, so you can't really ride with these alone. This is definitely a secondary light. One thing to note is you don't have any very good side visibility, especially with the front light, because of the housing being non-translucent, although the button slightly illuminates. Now let's look at the rear light. So I like to actually mount this here on the seat tube. So same thing here. You have a fair amount of stretch with these, so you can actually get around larger tubing. And what I like about the rear light is that the whole body is translucent, so you can see the whole thing becomes illuminated for better visibility. And again, rotatable mount makes it really easy to adjust. And the Superflash mode's pretty nice. So now let's take a look at the light output from the Spok lights. Here I'll show you the lumen output for the front and rear, as well as the claimed runtime for front and rear. There are 3 run modes. You have Steady, Courtesy, and Superflash. Here you can see Steady does a good job at illuminating, but has a low runtime. Courtesy has a really nice ramping effect with up to 8 hours of runtime. And Superflash is highly erratic and gives you almost 26 hours of runtime. So now let's go over the pros and cons for the Spok lights. I really like the fact that they add a lot of nighttime visibility, particularly with the Courtesy and Superflash output modes. They really draw attention. They're also very compact and have a lightweight form factor, which makes them easy to mount anywhere you need them. What I don't like about these is the mounting straps are a little bit short, so I can't actually put that on my helmet. And I also wish they included a body clip, which would mean you could mount it on your belt or clothing. Also, the interface is a little strange. You can't do a long press. Everything's a single press. So to power it on and off, you always have to cycle through the 3 modes. Also, I've been finding that the USB covers are rather finicky, so you have to really make sure they're seated before you use them on a wet ride. Overall, I'd give these an 8 out of 10. I think they're really compact and a cool way to add a little more visibility. Thanks for watching this review. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can find more content from us at our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.